Hey there, fellow Bandidos. If you don't remember me, I'm James Folger. Remember me now? But anyways, today is the 28th year, 6th month, and 3rd day of Chris Johnson's active duty service. So I just wanted to give him something to remember us all by, and kind of just say thanks, and give him something that will last forever. Probably won't lose it unless the internet crashes or something. But anyways, so if you have a skit or a fond memory, or just want to give a shout out and say, hey, thanks, uh, you know, this is a good venue in my opinion to do that. So if you were lucky enough to serve in this unit right here with this guy, then give it give it what you got. I'm definitely a prepper, and I was trying to make everything perfect and stuff, but it's uh, it's definitely something I'm just winging. So, anyways, so yeah, so man, I don't know what to say about this guy. I know I definitely wouldn't be here where I'm at today without him, without his guidance, without his mentorship, without his friendship, without his discipline, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have been on the receiving end of it. But it's tough love, it's good love, and made us all better people for it. So um, you know, he's really been a mentor for life. I mean, this guy is just. I'm sure he's touched many of your hearts and lives and careers and all that stuff. And so you know, just gotta pay tribute to the man. And I remember, the first time I met him is in Ramadi, and I was on QRF with the rodeo clown, mortar platoon sergeant. I can't remember his name, but I know he didn't have any teeth. He was about 50 years old, but yeah, we got called out, and he was him and his bad boys were getting hemmed up, and we got called out to go out there and assist. But yeah, ever since then, I mean, 13 years ago, I mean, even when we weren't in the same unit, even when we parted ways, I mean, the guy still calls and checks up, and he'd tell all these stories like, "Hey, guess what? Blah 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 blah," and I'm just sitting there thinking, "What the hell is he telling me this for?" And then years later, it, I run into a similar situation, and it's definitely something that it's like reading a history book, you know. And you get the experience through some words of wisdom, and I can't thank you enough, Chris. And yeah, I mean, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate everything that you've done for me and my family, and for all the soldiers in the army. But yeah, I mean, it's a guy that bend over backwards for you no matter what. Always there, always reaching out. You know, always somebody you can count on. And so so those days in Bandido and Charlie Company, remember walking through the hall, and the CP's in the back there, and having him come back and say, "Hey, Folger, what are you doing right now?" "Nothing, First Sergeant." "All right, let's go. Where are we going?" "Don't worry about it. Let's go." We hop in his little blue Oldsmobile. I think it was an Oldsmobile Delta 88 Royale, something like that. And I'm like, where are we going, First Sergeant?" "Don't worry about it. Just get in." he just he just started talking and talking and talking and talking, and imparting the knowledge. But I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure that seat was filled by many of you guys, and you got some good words of wisdom. And for all those of you that have gotten out and all that stuff, I mean, that guy's there. I mean, through thick and thin, whatever it is, you guys can always reach out and you know ask him if you need something. You know, that's what we're here for. So, with that being said, uh, this is one thing that I've kept that he gave me. I guess what 10, a little over 10 years ago. But it says best NCO or something like that on it. It's a great NCO, 21 August 2006, First Sergeant Johnson with his big signature block and whatnot right there. So I'm lucky enough to only be about 5 hours away from him, and so I went to Vegas for Christmas from El Paso, here at Fort Bliss, and stopped by on the way back, and he's got a badass house, and I'm sure that maybe he'll be throwing a party sometime. He's got a pool in the back and whatnot, and so he gave me his the last unit's coin that he was in, and I'm sure it wasn't as awesome as Bandido Charlie, but I'm sure it was a great unit. But anyways, so to Command Sergeant Major Christopher Maurice Johnson, I thank you for your service. You've been a wonderful friend and mentor, and I wish you the best in your future endeavors and whatnot. But yeah, I look forward to calling you up when I'm a ops sergeant major, or asking you questions, and so one last thing. So I talked to him the other day, and he's like, "Yeah, man, you better just start getting ready for to be a sergeant major. Better get ready to work your ass off." And I said, "Well, he said, the ops sergeant major job's probably the hardest job ever." And I said, "Well, there's a lot of post brigade sergeant majors here at the academy teaching us and stuff. So I'll probably, once the CSL comes out, I'll link up with them." And he's cut me off right there and said, what are you talking about?" He's like, "Just call me, man. What the hell?" I said, "Roger that." So after he's out, after everything, still there in the grind, helping people out all day, every day. Bandidos lead the way. Out there on the field, saying, "Up, Bandidos, down, kill, up, Bandidos, down, kill." Alright, so that wraps up my 8-minute video, and I can look forward to seeing the rest of you guys' videos. I'm sure Chris does. And until we all meet again, peace out, Bandidos.